Hello, my name is Dale Collins. I've been an exercise physiologist and health educator for over 25 years. I consistently see individuals that do not understand how the food they eat provides energy to their body. They've heard too many false statements that are used to sell diet programs instead of learning how their body uses food. This lecture is meant to teach you how food breaks down and fuels your body so that you can make better eating choices. When you understand how food provides the energy you need, you will not rely on fad diets or quick fixes to see the changes you want in your body. We will be discussing the three macronutrients: carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Some diet programs will tell you to remove or severely restrict one of these important components, but you need all of them to be healthy. We will discuss what they do and how much of each you should eat. We will also discuss micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, and water. Most people have heard they are important but do not understand why. I will teach you how these minor players have a big impact on your overall health. There are two types of carbohydrates, complex and simple, and they are based on how quickly they break down in your body. Complex carbohydrates are your breads, rice, pastas, and grains, while simple carbohydrates are fruits, candy, and sodas. Carbohydrates are the easiest form of fuel for your body. They should be the major source of your calories throughout the day. You can see that simple carbohydrates have fewer bonds and are quickly broken down to provide your body with energy in the form of blood sugar or glucose. When you are experiencing low blood sugar, you usually crave something sweet because our bodies have learned that candies and sodas provide quick energy. Complex carbohydrates have many bonds and take longer to break down. This can provide more energy over a longer period of time. Combining the two forms of carbs can help you have energy now and for the next couple hours. Complex carbohydrates provide a lot of energy, but they're also higher in calories for the amount of food you eat. Simple carbohydrates from whole foods like fruit provide more food with less calories. Your total caloric intake from a mix of simple and complex carbohydrates should be 45 to 65% of your daily intake. Carbohydrates are the preferred source of energy for the body. They are broken down quickly and converted to energy. The more active you are, the more of your calories should be from carbohydrates. Real food from plant-based complex carbohydrates contain a significant amount of fiber. Fiber keeps your body healthy by keeping your digestive system clean and everything moving well through your system. Frequent gas, stomach aches, and digestive problems can be signs of a lack of fiber in your diet. More real food, less processed food keeps the body working properly. There are two types of protein: complete and incomplete protein. The type of protein is determined by the number of amino acids found in the source. Complete proteins are usually found in animal sources, while incomplete proteins are found in plant products. Protein helps your body build and repair muscle and other bodily tissues. It can be used as a source of energy, but it's not the preferred source of energy for your body. Protein is not converted to energy as easily as carbohydrates. Most Americans eat enough protein every day. Compared to most other countries, animal-based meat products are cheap in the United States. The body cannot fully utilize an incomplete protein. They need to be combined to form a complete protein so the body can use them effectively. An example of combining two incomplete proteins to form a complete protein is eating rice and beans. Protein should be 10 to 35% of your daily caloric intake. I see many people try to follow the bodybuilder model of 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. The Sports Nutrition Guide is 1 to 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight if you are weight training. Too many calories, even of protein, will still be stored as fat in your body. There are two types of fat: saturated and unsaturated. Saturated fats are the cause of high cholesterol and the risk of heart disease because they become solid at room temperature. Unsaturated fats are healthier because they remain in liquid form at room temperatures and are less likely to clog arteries. Fats are found in animal products and they are important to healthy body functions. Fats are an essential macronutrient that is utilized by the body. They protect the body, help maintain body temperature, and they can serve as a source of energy for the body at lower intensity. Fat is the least efficient form of energy for the body, however. Fat should be 20 to 35% of your total daily caloric intake. The two types of vitamins are water-soluble and fat-soluble. The solubility determines how they are absorbed and where they are stored. We receive most of our vitamins from fruits and vegetables. Vitamins do not provide energy, but they can help speed up the timing of chemical reactions in the body that relate to your metabolism, immune system, and hormone regulation. If you do not have the vitamins and minerals your body needs, these processes will still happen, but at a slower rate. Excess water-soluble vitamins will be flushed out of your body if not used, and they need to be replenished often. Fat-soluble vitamins are stored in the body and will not flush out. One reason I do not recommend supplements is that your body will flush out the excess water-soluble vitamins shortly after you take it, and you will still be lacking them for the rest of the day. It is better to get them from the foods you eat consistently. Macro and trace make up the two types of minerals in the body. Macro minerals are needed in large amounts when compared to trace minerals. We receive most of our minerals from eating fruits and vegetables. While minerals do not provide energy to the body, like vitamins, they are also important for many bodily functions. Supplementation of vitamins and minerals is not needed if you eat a well-balanced and nutritious diet. Supplementation is only needed if your daily eating habits are not filled with enough fruits and vegetables. Water is needed by most cells in the body to perform correctly. Your metabolism, immune system, hormone regulation, and digestion are all in need of water for proper function. Water does not provide energy, but is used in the body's energy systems in the forms of its components, hydrogen and oxygen. Lack of water can impact the body's ability to produce energy and perform many functions needed for optimal health. Most people describe nutrition as a simple function of the body and how foods are used for fuel. This slide shows how the body uses the food we eat, carbohydrates, protein, and fat, to either convert for fuel or store as fat. While it may look confusing, you see in the middle that carbohydrates are the quickest and easiest macronutrient to provide the body with energy in the form of glucose. Both protein and fat take more steps to convert and are not the best form of fuel. The reason why many diets fail is that people believe fat is simply burned for fuel quickly and easily. It is not that easy, but it does not have to be difficult either. Any excess calories, regardless of whether they come from healthy foods or not, are stored as fat in the body. Your metabolic rate is the majority of the calories you will burn every day. Physical activity is only 25% of the calories you typically burn. This means you cannot out-exercise a bad diet. Metabolic rates vary from 900 to 2,500 calories per day, depending upon how much muscle mass you have and how active you are. Every diet works to reduce how many calories you eat. The only difference is how they get you to cut back. Remove a food group, portion control, don't eat after 5 p.m. These are all ways to reduce calories. Liquid calories still count towards your daily caloric total intake. Some coffee drinks can have as much as 600 calories, mostly made up of sugars. These empty calories do not help your body build health. Read the labels of what you drink to make sure you're not taking in extra calories. Most people think that caffeine can provide the body with energy. Caffeine is a stimulant that provides mental acuity, but not calories to the body to use as fuel. This is why your energy level crashes after 2 to 3 hours and you feel like you need more caffeine. Sugars in the drinks can provide quick fuel, but you will burn through these quickly. Pair caffeine with simple and complex carbohydrates so that you have energy now and for many hours to follow. Many people believe that skipping breakfast is the best way to reduce calories and lose weight. This is the furthest from the truth. Failing to fuel your body correctly at breakfast will negatively impact the rest of your day. Your body has not had calories for 10 to 16 hours, so let's deprive it even more and see how it performs. People that skip breakfast tend to overeat later in the day, and the body stores these excess late calories as fat. If you want to skip a meal, eat a big breakfast and lunch and skip dinner. You will have energy during the day and less likely to store excess calories at night. There's an old saying, eat like a king at breakfast, a prince at lunch, and a pauper at dinner. This means breakfast should be your largest meal, followed by lunch, then dinner. If you eat most of your calories late in the day, you will most likely store some, if not most of them, as fat. Eating late means more calories than your body will burn overnight. Anything extra is always stored as fat. How you eat depends on how active you are throughout the day. Less active days, your plate should be 50% fruits and vegetables. This will provide you with a lot of food for a small amount of calories. Ideally fresh vegetables, but frozen will also work. If you do not have fresh or frozen, then use canned. If you rinse them off before cooking, you reduce 60% of the sodium. Lean protein is 25 to 35% of the plate, and whole grains are the smallest portion size. These contain a lot of calories for a small amount of food. This is why we limit them. A more active day requires more calories. We increase the calorically dense foods, breads, rice, pastas, and decrease the fruits and vegetables. Lean protein is still 25% of the plate. A very active day requires significantly more calories because you have burned off so much extra. The easiest way to take in a lot of calories is in the form of complex carbohydrates, pasta, rice, breads, etc. You see, this takes up 50% of the plate, while your lean protein and vegetables are 25% each. You will notice this is how your plate looks when you go out to most restaurants. It's cheaper to give you more complex carbohydrates, and it really fills up the plate. But if you've not been active, all these excess calories will be stored as fat. You have to eat, whether you want to lose or perform at your best. There's a reason you always see people that are lean constantly eating. Look at what they're eating. It's not fast food 5 times a day. They're eating real food that is lower in calories. There's a reason that bodybuilders and fitness competitors eat many small meals spaced throughout the day. This works to keep their energy up, keep their muscle, and allows them to burn off only fat. Think about what you're eating and why. Follow the 80% rule. Don't eat until you're stuffed. Stop eating when you're 80% full and eat healthy 80% of the time. The other 20%, enjoy food with family and friends. If you're eating healthy most of the time, the few times that you do not will not negatively impact your goals. Caffeine alone will not fuel your body. Make sure to pair your caffeine with food to keep your energy levels up without crashing throughout the day. Thank you for tuning into this video. Stay tuned for our next video from Health Promotions on Nutrition, where we're going to talk about how to make nutrition work for you. You're going to learn how to calculate your metabolic rate. You're going to learn how many calories you burn every day based on how active you are, and we're also going to teach you how many calories you should eat per meal.